I've just conducted my first test flight of my sideways quadcopter, or as I call it, a B-wing. The quadcopter, I used all of my old junky stuff that I got left here. But the concept was that it should turn each direction differently, right? Because the weight distribution is uneven. And sometimes you're not 100% sure if that's because of the weight distribution, and other times you are. So absolutely, it yaws this way much faster than it does this way. While in a cornering, in a coordinated roll corner, it feels like when I lean this way to come around the tree, right, it has a lot more grip. Whereas on this way, it feels more like it's drifting, like on ice or something, and it slides, and I have to more dramatically push it forward. The problem is that actually during these tests, I flew around these trees, and also some of these sensations are just the corners themselves, not the drone. So while you are flying around these corners, some of the corners inherently grip more well than others, especially depending on wind. And in this case, some of these corners were the same corners that already did maybe drift a little bit. So it's hard to say exactly where each phenomenon was because of what, but the yaw I definitely tested just flat out, and actually I feel pretty good that the coordinated turning is also, it has much more grip turning to the left, whereas to the right it feels like it slides a lot more, and it takes more time, there's more delay in the acceleration. So it's pretty interesting. And then, as you kind of put a couple batteries in and kind of get your controls down, it's not like you can't manage a pretty solid turn to the right, because you can. It just feels like if you're trying to feel it, you definitely can notice the difference. So my batteries aren't that good. I didn't do that much high-powered stuff. My propellers are obviously low-powered. My whole thing is pretty budget, but it was a satisfactory test, and I will be flying this until it breaks, basically. And because my equipment is not that good, and I don't have that much time, and I don't have any money. So